Then you're going to go Zottman curls, moving forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That go about quick. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a bicep and tricep workout just with a set of dumbbells. Okay, really efficient. Don't really need any equipment, so no equipment needed apart from a set of dumbbells. Okay, you can even use your own body resistance. Not going to do that one today. We can do that on another one. So let's go through a few technical things before we get started. Okay, all muscles have a longest and a shortest. For my arm here, it's my tricep in its shortest. This is my bicep in its shortest as well. Now my tricep is now in its longest position, and when my tricep was in its shortest, my bicep is in its longest. We also have a spironation of the wrist as well, which it will start to hit different parts of the bicep head as we spironate. So we can go through from its shortest right to its longest, spirinating the wrist just with one set of dumbbells. Okay, so let's get started. No, I'm going to use a bench in a second. You don't need to use a bench, you can use the floor. Okay, you can do this standing. I'll explain as I go. So let's go, let's get started. Okay, so we're just going to start off warming the arms up just with a standard sort of just curls, like spironation curls, like 10-15 reps, something like that, nothing major. I don't know if you watch any other videos, but when you curl, or any muscle, you should round. Okay, it keeps full tension on the muscle. I just curl up. I'm curling away. I'm curling away as I go down. So I'm pushing the weight away as we do this. Okay, so I'm pushing the weight away. Okay, I'm pushing the weight away a little bit as I come down. Hopefully that's making sense. We won't need much to warm up here. I'm just doing a standard set of kickbacks in a second. So that's a bicep in its mid-range position. So if I pull my elbows here, just going to warm up the triceps with some standard kickbacks. Very short range of motion. Start at the side of the hip, keep the back of the arm really high. Just kick back. Okay, that's going to hit more the top part of my tricep. We're going to hit right from the top, right down to the bottom. You'll see as we go. Okay, so I need about 10 reps or so here. Little flick of the knees. Just a bad habit I just need to get rid of. Okay, so that's that. Simple as that. So let's get started. Right, so first things first, I want to take the bicep right to its longest. Okay, so you haven't got a bench. You can incline a bench to do this, but if you haven't, I'm just going to do it without. So I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm going to lean back. I'm going to mimic myself as if I'm on a bench. I'm going to start with a standard flat palm. My arms are now, my biceps, right in their longest position. I'm going to keep them back there. I'm just going to curl through. Okay, so we'll go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just one more, nice and easy. 1. Okay, keeping that body composition. Okay, I'm just going to go to a hammer curl now. So it's going to start going to the outside head and bringing the forearm in a bit more. Keeping the arms as it is, the angle of the body. So I'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, cool. I can do the 1 on that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to think called a Zottman curl, which is really going to isolate the forearms. It's going to go right to the outside head. What you do is you just keep your palms, knuckles facing forward. Same angle on the body, so you could be doing this on a bench. I'm going to do this standing for you, so you haven't used any equipment. Just curl up, Zottman curl. So I'll do that to the front. Okay, keeping the elbows real tight to your side. Your upper arms tight to your side. Okay, so I'm putting the angle on there. Right, cool. Let's do that. Right, okay, so you do that in terms of like 12.5 kilograms. Start off, do like a primer set thing, where it's basically I don't know what you're lifting about on your arms. Say your max is using 20 kilograms or 25 kilograms curls. You won't be able to do that through that entire giant set. Okay, you just won't. Well, you might be able to, but it's quite rare though. So you want to kind of go with a weight that challenges you on the first set around 8 to 10 reps. So the first set will be about 8 to 10 reps. The second set on the hammer curls, go for about 7 or 8 reps. On the Zottmans, you might get out maybe 6 or 7 reps. And I'm just going to superset into the tricep now. So I'm going to actually use the bench, but you don't have to use the bench. Okay, you're just going to like lay down on the floor. What we're going to do is we're going to be laying down. You can do this sitting up as well. I'm going to take the tricep, right to its longest as well to start. we're going to use different hand positions. So the first hand position is I'm going to be facing my knuckles towards the ceiling. Then I'm going to spironate, okay? I'm going to be pushing my little finger towards the ceiling. I'm going to turn my wrist and my palms are facing towards the ceiling. Technical things you want to look at here, when you're doing overhead extensions or any form of extension, don't just push up, push away from the back of the head. If you don't do that, what happens, the ligaments and tendons will activate, and so will the joint a hell of a lot more than the actual muscle itself. So I'm going to do a couple of reps on this bench so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to have my knuckles facing towards the ceiling. I'll drop that right down behind the back of my head. Here, I lean in a little bit to put a stretch, and I push away from the back of my head. I'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to come onto that bench now. So I've just going to change from this hand position, what I've just been doing. And this will hit the outside long head as well. I'm going to go stand the hand position, my little finger facing the ceiling. I'll draw that right down behind the back of my head, push away, and give a little twist of the wrist at the top. Okay, and that's going to massively start going to my long head, which is the inside part of your tricep. Okay, then we're going to go flat palms up as if you're having a bar. I like to touch them together. Pull my elbows tight to walls, bring it nice and deep. Got to be careful, not fully warmed up yet. Just push that away, keeping the palms flat, pushing towards the ceiling. And that's going to really get that long head and work that horseshoe part of the tricep. Okay, cool. Now, what we do now is I might go around 2 or 3 times. I might want to go up and wait a little bit, or you might want to go up and wait a little bit, depending how you're feeling on the first set. You only got 1 set of dumbbells, contract more, go slower in the reps. Okay, keep the rest periods really short. What I want to show you now is where we're going to go to next. After we finish that little circuit as such, I don't like saying circuit, if you finish that giant set, okay, so 3 on the bicep, 3 on the tricep, then we're going to take them both to their shortest positions. Okay, so I'm going to grab the 12.5s here, and you can do this standing or sitting on a bench or on a chair. Now the bicep, okay, after being its mid-range, so if I sat up straight, it'd be like halfway between its longest and its shortest as such, not quite halfway, but like close to it. I want to take it right to its shortest. So I'm going to either lean forward, my arms just in front of me, double concentration curl, and curl up. Now, if that's too much on your back, I want to sit on a bench. Okay, let the arms drift in front, rest the back here, top of your arm on the legs. Okay, and just start curling. Concentration curl, facing forward. So I'll do about 7 of these now. 6, 5. Really give them a little twist of wrist at the top for the finger, little finger, sorry. So emphasising the little finger part of the hand as I get to the top. And I'll do the stand of what I've done before. Now I'm going to go to hammer curls, straight to it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, it's going, 2, okay, and then you're going to go Zottman curls, moving forward, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, that'll go about quick, okay, and I go straight to the triceps, and you're going to just lean forward into a kickback, taking it right to its shortest, simple. Right, but first things first, we're going to start with a certain hand position. So we're going to start with our palms facing behind us, like this, and my palms are facing behind me. Pull the elbows high, get the dumbbells to the side of the legs. The higher the arms, the better. You don't have to lean forward as much. You want the back of the arm quite level with the ceiling, and the bicep level with the floor, and you kick back. Right, that's going to really get the long head. So I'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. I'm going to simply go to a normal kickback, which is my palms now facing the side of my legs. Elbows high. Do the same there. So go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And guess what? Turn the knuckles so they're now facing backwards. Okay, elbows high again. This is really tough, this one. It's not easy to do. Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, I'm starting to cook already. Right, so I'll just keep going around that. Now if I feel like I want to do, say, I'll do my first bicep concentration, so leaning back. Okay, and I'll go to the triceps, and I'll see how I'm feeling at the back of that. I might go around twice. On the second time around, just go up and weight a bit more. Or if it's really fatiguing fast, do a thing called a rested drop set, which is where we're going to the triceps, so the biceps getting a rest, but when we go back to it, we drop the weight. Okay, so give that a try. That's pretty much the workout in a nutshell. Kind of that simple. I'm going to do any forearms today. I wanted to talk about just getting a real good workout in with a standard set of dumbbells. Okay, doesn't matter what weight it is. If they're light, contract more. Okay, make sure you're rounding and also in the kickback. Don't just kick back. I'm kind of like pulling my arms up, shrugging my shoulders at the top of the move as well. I'm overemphasizing that. Okay, so I'm just a very little shrug of the shoulders, and that really contracts the tricep heads. On the biceps, don't forget to round away, and round that on the way down. Also on the tricep, I kind of like pull the elbows high. I'm sweeping that down, and it's really hard to kind of, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll sweep that down to the floor, but keep my upper arm high, and I lift, massively lifting. Okay, so I'm not just kicking back, I'm kind of like lifting my arms up whilst pushing the hands down towards the floor. I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm pushing down and lifting the arm at the same time. I'm pushing down and lifting the arm at the same time, and that really massively contracts. Do that correctly, you won't need that much weight. So I'm going to continue this. Okay, so I'm probably get up to about 15s or 17.5s. Okay, because I'm giant setting. Yeah, that'll probably be enough. I might do some drop sets, and that's it. I'll be done. This should take you no more than say 15 minutes after a quick stretch and warm up, a little warm down. Okay, 15 minutes it'll take you. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Right, hope you enjoyed that. Okay, get any questions, drop a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, or just put a comment there what you want to see more of. Okay, what you want to know a bit more of. If you just want to chat about training, I love training, that's all I do really, apart from, well, we do other things as well, obviously. But, yeah. Anyway, have a good day. Speak to you soon. Bye.